Hello students, this is Ankita. Welcome to Global Online NEET. So in today's session, we are going to discuss some important MCQs based on the topic that is biomolecules. So students, what do you think? What are biomolecules? Yes, biomolecules are nothing but the organic compounds that are found in living organisms and which are essential for life. Yes, they are also called as the building blocks of life as they perform important functions in the living organisms. So, what are the examples of biomolecules, students? Lipids, nucleic acid, yes, carbohydrates and proteins, all are the examples of the biomolecules. You can see in this diagram, that is lipids, nucleic acid, carbohydrates and proteins are nothing but the biomolecules. So let's start with the session for today. The first question, which one of the following biomolecules is correctly matched with its monomer? So the options given are starch cellulose, protein amino acid, DNA ribose, RNA deoxyribonucleotide. Yes. So what is the correct answer? Option number B, that is protein amino acid, is the correct answer because proteins are polymers that are made up of amino acids, monomers, right? These are the amino acid monomers and these are linked with a peptide bond. Yes, the linkage between this amino acid is the peptide bond. And if this whole chain is called as the polypeptide chain because many monomers of amino acid are combined together. Polypeptide chain. So this question was asked in the year 2013. Moving forward to the next question, which of the following is reducing sugar? Yes, ata reducing sugar. Most of the people know this answer. It is an important question. Yes. Options ka hai sucrose, glucose, cellulose and starch. So the right answer is B, that is glucose. Ka glucose la reducing sugar म्हटलंय कारण because it has, glucose has free aldehyde group in it. Yes, free aldehyde group in it. So it is called as a reducing sugar. So this question was asked in the year NEET 2016. Next, nucleotides are the building blocks of. Now this building blocks acts as a, right? Apan construction मध्ये cement blocks बघतो. Same, the nucleotides are acting as a building blocks of what? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins and nucleic acid. So the right answer is nucleic acid because nucleotides are composed of, yes, nucleotides कशाने composed? What are the components of nucleotide? They are sugar plus phosphate plus nitrogen base. Yes, nitrogen base. So these nucleotides are the monomers of what? DNA and RNA. बरोबर है? This DNA and RNA, this nucleotides forms DNA and RNA which are nothing but the nucleic acid. So nucleotides are called as the building blocks. At the nitrogen bases, in case of DNA, what is the nitrogen base? ATGC, that is adenine, thymine, guanine and cytosine. And in case of RNA, it is AUGC, right? This T of thymine is replaced by U of uracil. Okay, this question was asked in the year 2017. Moving forward to the next question, which of the following is not a disaccharide? They have asked about not a disaccharide. Okay, so the options given here are maltose, lactose, sucrose and starch. So the correct option is starch because starch is a polysaccharide and rest all are the disaccharide. Yes. So this question is again an important question and quite a tricky question, students. आता disaccharide म्हणजे काय तुम्हाला माहिती आहे? Yes, when two monosaccharides combine together, it is formed disaccharide. Disaccharide is made up of two monosaccharides, right? And polysaccharides काय? जब many saccharides coming together and forming, they form a polysaccharide and they are linked with a glycosidic bond. कशाने linked आहेत ते? Glycosidic bond ने. Yes. So this question was asked in the year 2018. Moving forward to the next question. Which is the most abundant protein in the human body? And the options given are insulin, hemoglobin, keratin and collagen. So the correct answer is collagen, because collagen forms a structural framework and found in the connective tissue. Yes. कुठे कुठे कोलॅजन आपल्याला दिसतं? कनेक्टिव्ह टिश्यूज मध्ये, बोन्स मध्ये and मध्ये. Okay. So it is called as the most abundant protein in the human body. Yes, this question was asked in the year 2019. Moving forward to the next question. The bond that connects sugar and phosphate in nucleic acid is called dash. And the options given are hydrogen bond, peptide bond, glycosidic bond and phosphodiester bond. Yes, so the correct answer is option number D, that is phosphodiester bond, because these bonds form the sugar and phosphate backbone. काय करतात हे bond? Forms the backbone, sugar and phosphate backbone of DNA and RNA. Okay. So this was asked in the year 2011. Next. An example of a conjugated protein is, and the options given are albumin, pepsin, hemoglobin and insulin. So the answer is hemoglobin, because it is a protein which is with a non-protein prosthetic heme group. काय hemoglobin सोबत? Having a heme group in it. Heme group in it. Yes. हिमोग्लोबिन एकटा आहे का? नाहीये. हिम ग्रुप प्रेझेंट आहे त्याच्यासोबत. सो इट इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ कॉन्जुगेटेड प्रोटीन and this was asked in the year 2014. Next, which of the following is the amphipathic in nature? And the options given are glucose, phospholipids, cholesterol, amino acid. So the right answer is phospholipids, because phospholipids have hydrophilic head. Hydrophilic head. Hydrophilic head म्हणजे काय? Water loving. Okay. And hydrophobic, that is water hating. Hydrophobic tail. Right. Present है. ह्यांना also they are called as polar and non-polar. Okay. So this is the meaning of amphipathic. जर hydrophilic and hydrophobic एकाच ह्याच्यात mention असेल, so it is called as the amphipathic in nature, and the answer is phospholipids. So this question was asked in the year 2012. Next, which one of the following has a beta-1,4 linkage? And the options are maltose, sucrose, cellulose and lactose. So the correct answer is cellulose, because cellulose is made up of beta glucose. कशाने बनलाय सेल्युलोज? बीटा ग्लुकोजनी, and having a बीटा 1,4 लिंकेज, आणि लिंकिंग कसं आहे? कशाने लिंकिंग? ग्लायकोसिडिक बॉन्ड्सनी. ओके स्टुडंट्स, तर कुणाकडे बीटा 1,4 लिंकेज आहे? सेल्युलोज कडे. This question was asked in the year 2020. Next, peptide bond is formed between dash. The options are sugar and base, fatty acid and glycerol, 2 amino acid and nucleotide and sugar. So already आपण मोनोमरच्या क्वेश्चन मध्ये बघितलं होतं. The peptide bonds are formed between the 2 amino acids, right? This is the peptide bond. So a peptide bond is also a covalent bond between कुणामध्ये? Between, जर in simple language it is between 2 amino acid, but in depth it is between the carboxylic group of 1 amino acid. Yes, carboxyl group of 1 amino acid to the other amino group. Yes, so this question was asked in the year 2021. Moving forward to the next question. Which of the following is a storage polysaccharide in animals? आपण पण animals आहोत, right? तर आपल्यामध्ये स्टोरेज पॉलिसॅकराइड काय आहे? cellulose, glycogen, starch and chitin. So the right answer is glycogen, because glycogen, it is a major fat storing carbohydrate in animals. Yes, fats are all stored here, where mainly in the liver and muscles. So अति वेट असणं पण it is harmful. Yes, overweight, because जर overweight असेल तर what is happening, our liver is harming and we get a fatty liver. Yes, we get a disease like fatty liver. So this question was asked in the year 2015. Moving forward to the next question. The secondary structure of proteins is maintained by dash: ionic bond, peptide bond, disulfide bond and hydrogen bond. So the right answer is hydrogen bond, because secondary structures like alpha helix and beta pleated sheets are stabilized due to hydrogen bonding. Yes, beta pleated sheets are stabilized due to hydrogen bonding. This question was asked in the year 2018. Next, which vitamin is a coenzyme in the carboxylation reactions? And the options here are vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin B1 and biotin. So the right answer is biotin. Yes, it acts as a coenzyme for carboxylation enzymes, especially कुठे biotinचा use आहे? In the fatty acid synthesis. Yes, in the fatty acid synthesis. So this question was asked in the year 2012. Moving forward to the next question. The enzyme that breaks peptide bonds is, the options are amylase, pepsin, lipase and maltase. So the right answer is pepsin, because pepsin is a protease that hydrolyzes the, which enzyme? Pepsin is a protease which hydrolyzes the peptide bonds in proteins in the stomach. कुठे hydrolyzation होतं याचं? In the stomach. Okay. This question was asked in the year 2017. Next, which is not a component of a nucleotide? काय विचारलंय स्टुडंट? Not a component. Yes, आता आपण न्यूक्लियोटाइडचे ऑलरेडी कॉम्पोनंट्स बघितलेत. काय असतं त्याच्यात? शुगर प्लस फॉस्फेट प्लस नायट्रोजन बेस, राईट? So all these components are present except amino acid. Amino acid असतं का न्यूक्लियोटाइड मध्ये? No. So the right answer is amino acid. So this question was asked in the year 2019. See students, while solving the MCQs, be careful की तुम्ही क्वेश्चन दोनदा वाचताय, because the questions are quite confusing. आपण घाई गडबडीत काय करतो की आपण, आपल्याला माहिती आहे याचा आन्सर, we just read the question once and we mark the answer. So to avoid the mistakes, you have to read that question twice and then read the options and then mark the answer. So आजच्या या सेशन मध्ये आपण काही MCQs डिस्कस केले बायोमॉलिक्युल्स मधले. In the next session we will again discuss some MCQs based on the biomolecules. Yes, thank you.